everyone.
Hey everyone! Goddamn, that song went by so fast that we missed
Our cue.
We missed our cue. Hot Mess Express starting right on brand.
Absolutely.
So that being said, hey everyone, welcome to the Tuesday edition of I Hate It Here. My name is Erika.
I'm Marissa.
And thank you for hopping on the Hot Mess Express.
All aboard! Welcome to the Hot Mess Express. Choo choo.
Oof. What is going on with us today?
I don't know. It is a hot mess express indeed. My goodness.
We'll eventually get it together, I think.
Yes.
All right, guys. So, as you can tell, we are doing great. We actually were just going over some show stuff, and that's why we kind of lost track of.
Because we were trying to get our shit together for you guys, and look at us.
Yes, we were discussing what we're going to do next week, because next Tuesday is our 2-year anniversary. Well, actually, it's between now and sometime next week.
Yes.
That is our 2-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Us being us, we don't know the exact fucking date.
No.
That we decided to jump on AMP
At
airwaves.
yeah.
Raw Dog does airwaves and just start talking away.
Yeah.
So we don't know the exact date. So we decided we decided April 8th. I think we were going with, but since we're not on air on April 8th, we're going to celebrate April 9th.
Yes.
So that'll be our 2-year anniversary, Marissa.
Can't believe it.
Wild. 2 years of us just talking nonsense and people tuning in for this. I mean,
I know.
God bless you guys.
People cheering on our shenanigans. That's what I'm mostly like taking. I'm like, wow, really? People really are like, yes.
I know. Like, God bless.
And I love that.
God bless you guys for fucking hanging in there, is what I have to say.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, again, guys, it's one of those weeks that I have nothing to complain about in regards to real life or work.
Yeah.
I'm just working on, I think I've mentioned it in a previous show, and like a product launch that we are going to be doing at my job. So I'm just really like handling shit there, and it's all very easy because I'm used to every year at corporate we do product launches, but for multiple states and multiple products.
Yeah.
Here, I mean, it's multiple states, but it's the same fucking product all over. And it just, I'm living the easy life right now, guys. So I don't want to jinx it, so I need to find wood and knock on that. But Marissa, how is everything going with you?
I mean, work is work, guys. I'm never going to be thrilled to be anywhere, right? Unless I'm beachside with a drink in my hand. I'm never going to be thrilled to be there. But no, I mean, everything's good. Just, I'm gearing up for my busy season. So in my area, we start gearing up because quarter 2, quarter 3 ends up being just swamped with a lot of work. So, so we are just prepping for that influx of work that's coming up. The good thing though is that unlike corporate, I actually have a team of people doing stuff. So it's not just me doing things. I actually have a team of people that help me process all of these things. So
you get to delegate.
I get to delegate, which is nice because I'm like, yes. So I love that I'm in meetings and I'm like, did we do this? I turn around and I ask my team, did we do this? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, yes, we did. That is really my role.
Nice. Well, that's way better than where we were. Well, I mean, a year ago, I was let go. So I was living the easy road back then. I had no job. And you were ramping up for busy season around this time last year. So how things have changed.
Oh my goodness.
So I did have an update to give everybody, for anybody who's been following along, because I did not bring it up during Erika's playlist.
Okay.
On Sunday, which I did with my nephew. So that was cool. He came on. He was super shy about it, which was funny because he had been wanting to do this with me, and finally when we do it, like, he gets on air and he gets like
shy.
He started warming up towards the end, but then
such a cool kid.
Yeah, so he picked 10 songs. I picked 10 songs to kind of go with his, and it was fun. It was nice doing it with him. But I was gonna give an update on freaking Charlotte the Stingray.
I was about to ask. I'm like, hey, have we heard anything about Charlotte? Because this bitch just came in, went viral, and then decided she wasn't ready.
Guys,
She got shy.
guess what, guys? This
What?
fucking stingray has yet to give birth to her little like shark stingray puppies.
To her shark race?
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. How long can they be pregnant for?
Like, I talked about this in February.
I know. That's why I'm like, I feel like I've been, like, now I feel like I'm being ghosted. I feel needy and I don't like it.
That's why I'm saying this fucking shark, or stingray, I'm sorry, is having what are you calling them?
Shark race.
Shark rays. Because there's no fucking way, like, that when I read the story, she was supposed to have given birth that week. And here we are 2 months later, and she still has not.
She's like, never mind.
She's creating a new species, is what I'm thinking.
I mean, she better. These better be some cool looking shark rays. Because if they come out all gross and not dangerous, I'm not gonna be happy.
And then I fell off of New York City punching talk.
Oh, you did.
I'm not getting any more updates, so I don't know if any.
I am.
Oh, you are?
I sent it to you.
Well, that was a girl though that we already had seen.
No. But in the video, like in because it made the news. It made like national news and stuff. Come to find out, it's been because the videos that we had seen, and I want to say originally the videos that I had seen was about 3 or 4 Caucasian women that had been punched and then like just assaulted and left, right? That had been punched in the face. But as I looked into more of it, because it started coming out, because I guess my algorithm was like, oh, bitch, you like to see people getting punched in the face? Here's some more. And and yeah, no, they're all women of all colors, like races, like older women, younger women, like it's mayhem. So I think I saw a total about 12 different women reporting that they've been punched.
Yeah, so I saw that update and I'm thinking, but like I'm saying I just fell off of it. Like I'm not getting any more ladies filming themselves and talking about it at all anymore. But I'm thinking that because it's gone viral, I think there's now multiple assaulters, and that's what I think the first group were like targeting like Caucasian women, and then like now that all these like I think it's just taken off. So I think there's multiple people out there assaulting women, and like now getting like ethnic women and older ladies, and it's crazy. But yeah, no way. So I have no, aside from what Marissa just talked about, I have no update on that because I fell off that talk.
That is crazy.
Now I'm just getting a lot of P. Diddy.
I know.
Stories.
Oh my god. Everybody went down the Diddy rabbit hole.
Yep. So that's what's in on my TikTok, as well as like the hate for J-Lo.
Oh, I haven't gotten into that.
You haven't?
But I hate that bitch anyway. So what happened?
Like people despise J-Lo.
Is it because of her new bullshit movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Because she's so out of touch. Then she tried. So first of all, the movie's garbage from the clips I've seen. I did not watch the movie, but I've seen clips on TikTok. And you're like, what the fuck, J-Lo, is going on in your world that you thought this movie was worth making like that? Like, like $20 million self-funded.
This bitch just got money to waste.
And it's terrible. It's a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah.
And then I've seen like she did like a documentary about filming the movie that she released alongside like the movie, right? And it's so tragic. Like all these stars turned her down. Like nobody wanted a part of it, to be a part of this movie. And then now it's like people making fun of her about how out of touch she. I mean, she is out of touch. She's a fucking
millionaire.
She's a celebrity, right? So of course she's gonna be in touch. But like how she's just really inauthentic, and the documentary really highlights that. And people are just going off on J-Lo.
Well, I think it's funny because I think a lot of people have been. I think we've all kind of just turned a blind eye to J-Lo for a very long time.
What do you mean? Like her nonsense?
What? Like, what is she really famous for? Like, I'm not clear on her, like...
Her talent?
Her talent, because she's not like a... Wow, I'm gonna go to a fucking J-Lo concert, you know?
I just looked at the fucking chat.
Real estate puppet, her ass.
Her
I
ass.
mean, I get it. I could see that. But, like, I'm sorry, that's a lot of years
Riding on that ass.
riding on that ass. And I feel like that ship left the fucking station when she fucking did the Hustlers movies where she was a stripper and was like,
her acting has never been to par.
It's never been like, oh my god, you're a great actress. Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what's gotten her to be this A-list celebrity, because her acting is not phenomenal.
No.
Her singing is not phenomenal.
When she's not having other people sing for her.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's even her, it's not great. What makes it great is the other people's vocals. Like, you know, I don't get it. Her dancing, it's not like, oh my god, she could fucking bust out some moves. Like, she's not inventing moves by any means necessary.
No.
So I'm just trying to figure out what about her and her skill sets and her talents made her this huge celebrity to have all of this.
I mean,
I don't get it.
Well, not a lot. I mean, a lot of people are on your side. There's a lot of J-Lo hate. I'm telling you guys, go down that rabbit hole. It's crazy.
The only thing that I saw was, I think, a clip of some sort of interview or something that she was doing, and when they asked her her favorite meal when she's out in New York.
Oh, her Bottega order.
Yeah, that she was like, a sandwich with ham and cheese and an orange drink. And people were like, what the fuck? What kind of prison food is this?
You see, I don't know. Like, I didn't know if that's like
no mayo, no nothing.
I'm not a New Yorker.
No,
I don't know what a traditional bodega order would be, but people ranked on her so bad about that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. And then people are like, we've always heard this Jenny from the block, but what block?
Yeah.
And so I get it. I don't know.
Well, yeah. So that's what I've been landing on in the social media world.
Yeah.
But you know what? We've talked enough nonsense.
Yes.
About J-Lo, Charlotte the Stingray that just won't give birth. So let's go to a song, Marissa, and then we'll be back with the stories.
All right. Let's do it.
Guys. All right, guys. We are back.
Yes.
And people went off in the chat, Marissa.
They
about
did.
J-Lo.
They did. I think people agree. People agree that it's one of those things that you're kind of like, what's really her talent? Like, she's a beautiful lady. Don't get me wrong. She is gorgeous. But I'm like, okay, just be gorgeous, collect your checks, and be good with it. Why do you keep trying to, like, win an Oscar? Like, that's not your lane.
No.
You're not, like, don't try to sing anymore. We're good.
Yep.
It's okay.
I was telling Marissa that I'm like, why do I foresee J-Lo dancing in front of her camera like Britney in a couple years?
Trying to be, yeah. So, going into the comments, Real Estate Poppy says that it's her ass. That's what made her famous. That's what brought her up.
Mm-hmm.
Sal says a washed ass.
A washed ass. Well, I
don't know if it was. I mean, I would hope so. I don't know if he was trying to say washed up ass or like, or just confirming that it's washed. I don't know. Katie says, are we going to talk about how she's used ghost singers? She's used ghost everything, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost singers, ghost writers, ghost dancers, ghost everything. She is using everybody else's talents for her good.
Yep.
Mr. Pantone Black says the diddler got to her. No, but she was already
famous when she got with him.
When she got with him, yeah. I think that gave her like a lot of...
I think he upped her style.
I think so too. Minus the bandana. Because the
bandana look?
The bandana look?
Which is thug.
I was down with the fur. I was down with the Timbs. But with the bandana, she lost me. Fluggy says that I never liked her, not even in Selena. See, I think she was okay in that role. Do I think it was like oh my god, she gave a heartfelt performance? No.
I have only seen Selena in bits.
You've never seen it full?
I've never seen the whole movie.
Wow.
I know that Selena's not my jam, guys. I'm sorry. I am not
Ooh.
a true Latina or a true Texan. That's just not my jam. And I feel so bad because on Easter, total side note, guys.
Total side note.
Throwing this off track real quick before we keep going. So on Easter, we hosted here at my house, my family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was like a lot of people, like 18 people. And then, so everybody, after we were done with all the shenanigans, everybody was just sitting around resting. And my aunt was in from San Antonio, and she's like, will you put on some Selena? Because it's her birthday or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I was on Sunday, and I was like, I don't have any Selena in my library. And she's like, oh, do you have Spotify? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, you can put it on your Spotify. And I'm like, no, I don't want it to ruin my algorithm.
You're like, no. No, girl. I love Selena.
I told my aunt no.
You're like, absolutely not. My algorithm will not be fucked.
So I ended up putting it on somebody else's phone, but
Okay.
I was like, no, we're not doing that here.
See, on the contrary, I love Selena.
Uh-huh.
I love Selena. I know probably every lyric to every song. And Yolanda and her bullshit fucking special that she got with like trying to tell her side of the story. Let me tell you, she can fucking rot in jail, and she's got to have a lot of people waiting for her to catch hands.
Absolutely.
When she comes out, and I'm one of them. So, but going back to the comments, Flaggy says, I never liked her, not even Selena. Real Estate Poppy says, if Selena wouldn't have died, J-Lo would have been on Station Head with us. Facts. Or being a real stripper. Who knows? She surrounds herself with talent. Absolutely, Helen. And then regarding her like weird order that everybody's kind of grilling her for, Real Estate Poppy says it's easy. A chopped cheese or a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Flaggy corrects me and says she said ham and cheese on a roll. What the fuck does that mean? That still sounds like fucking...
Ham and cheese on bread? Okay.
That still sounds like a fucking prison lunch. I'm sorry.
That sounds like my nephew's order when he was like 8.
8, yeah. I remember when she went to her old house and that old man didn't know who she was. I totally forgot about that. Mr. Pantone Black says, feels like Jenny has been around the block, streets, baseball fields, Mark Anthony. This bitch's been around the world.
Should have stayed with Mark Anthony. Maybe he would have helped her with some singing lessons.
No.
You're like, no. He wouldn't have helped her, or like, no, because he's gross.
Both. Honestly, both. Oh yeah, Sal says I meant washed up.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was like, oh well, that's an interesting story. You'll have to tell us someday. Helen says I think it's a green Versace dress that blew her up, which I agree. Yeah. I think it gave her that visibility and that notoriety, and I think being with Diddy helped her tap into a different
level of celebrity or or a different demographic.
Different demographic that she was not going to break into herself. So, and a lot of people can't believe that you don't like Selena.
I'm sorry, guys. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not. That's just not for me.
Yeah.
All right. So moving into now the story of the day.
All right.
So this is a workplace horror story, and it starts with I'm a small business owner managing a team of 3 people in addition to performing my primary job. I spend most of my day driving and working with clients while my team supports me from our office or remotely from home. All roles are client-facing, and we help people who are going through emotionally intense life events. It's often stressful, but very rewarding work. I'm struggling with my most recent hire. She's a hard worker, and she wants to do her job well, but she's a tightly wound ball of anxiety.
Oof.
I am consistently having to coach and reassure her, and I don't know. Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. The story jumped. And, God damn it. Sorry, guys. The thing that I pull it from, like an ad popped up and threw the whole thing. She's a hard worker, wants to do her job. Did I say that part already?
Yes. I'm consistently finding myself
having to coach her and reassure her, and I don't know at this point what. At this point, it's too much.
Okay.
So sample from a particularly challenging day. A 20-minute phone call where I had to reassure her she hasn't been doing her job completely wrong since starting 2 months ago. She told me she was quote unquote freaking out when she saw another employee state something in an email to a client that was different from her own understanding of the issue. Asking me for clarification was exactly the right response, but I spent 2 minutes clarifying and the remainder of the call talking her off the ledge.
Okay.
Several text messages, one about her personal finances and the shortcomings of her dental insurance. One saying, quote unquote, today is such a bully, and one saying, quote unquote, this might be my toughest day here yet. When I asked what was up, she didn't have a specific problem, but she said people were being difficult, and there was a high volume of calls, and elaborated that she didn't, quote unquote, take her day off seriously and was feeling burnt out.
Okay.
But why is she text messaging her about her personal finances?
That's what I'm trying to figure out is how did this start and how did this continue?
I don't know. An email, another example is an email making a scheduling request, and after I agreed to it and solicited coverage, a second email changing and greatly expanding her request. This alone wouldn't have been a big deal, but it's part of a larger pattern of immediately agreeing to or asking for one thing and then walking it back or changing it later. Multiple texts asking me to walk her through complicated workflows for which I have previously provided documentation while I was driving. She's already annoying me. I want to be supportive and help her succeed, but this seems like a lot. She has a huge confidence issue, needs to be reassured at least 2 to 3 times per week, and breaks down and cries frequently. She told me she gets anxiety attacks when I am not present in the office, and when I'm here, I'm consistently being interrupted with stories about health and financial problems. It's getting to the point where I dread the days she is working. My question is it okay to ask her to only bring issues and questions to me that I can actually fix? And to do that via email if it's not time sensitive, instead of just venting about her day and life in general? Can I start simply ignoring the texts that don't need a response, or is it better to sit down and discuss the big picture? If I can ask her to find someone else to vent to, how do I do that without sounding like a jerk? I hate to make a policy outlining how and when to communicate with me because my other employees seem to get this intuitively, and I don't mind the occasional text. But the volume and intensity from this one person is overwhelming and disruptive. I'm also seeing a pattern of oversharing of personal information and could use a script to discourage this. I do try to inquire about family, school, or whatever else my employees have going on in their lives, but I don't really have time for the blow-by-blow stories about difficult roommates, root canals, family disputes, and so on. More worrisome is that I've had direct reports do this in the past, and the resulting perception of quote-unquote friendship makes it difficult for me to be an effective and objective manager. This particular employee may not ultimately be a good fit, but I am not ready to give up yet. I'm not ready to give up yet and still see her potential to excel in this role.
Mm-hmm.
I think her problem is mainly understanding professional norms, and I would love to mentor / coach her on how to better navigate the stress at work without dumping on me. So what do I do?
Well, I mean, that boundary has been crossed already, and to reaffirm a boundary is going to be harder. Especially as a leader. As a leader, it's a very fine line that you have to walk where, yes, I want you to feel comfortable telling me anything, but I don't give a fuck about what's going on in your personal life. I don't need to know that stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
it has to be work related. And so I think the fact that she's in, like, the first time that she did it, she should have been like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, but did you have a work-related question? I'm just really busy right now, and I cannot help you with that kind of... I can't even help you with that kind of stuff anyway. So do you have a work-related question? But I think she's done it because it sounds like she's continuously doing this stuff.
She's crossing boundaries.
She's crossing boundaries continuously, and none have been placed on her. It's going to be hard because she now views her as her friend. She doesn't view her as her boss or as the owner. She views her as a friend.
I agree with that. I think, okay, so the first time you're like, eek, right? Second time I'd be like, okay, you gotta, like, whatever, we'll call her Sue.
Yeah.
Sue, you know, I hate that you're going through these difficulties, but I am not equipped to give you financial advice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can find somebody online, somebody that can help you better prepare, like, help you with your situation.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would definitely let her know. Unfortunately, you know, I'm also your boss. So,
right.
like, we need to maintain a line of professionalism. And as well, as much as I want nothing but, like, good things for you, mm-hmm. I cannot be privy to a lot of this stuff. Like,
Right. No, absolutely. I think she's crossed the line. I don't think she'll be able to put that boundary back, though. No, she doesn't sound like the person that's going to take that well. The fact that she's sitting there and telling her that she's having panic attacks or anxiety attacks when
she's not in
office.
That's crazy.
Like, ma'am, you're not my dog. Like, my dog has panic attacks and I'm not home.
Right?
You know, but like, no, like, I don't think she's going to be able to put that boundary up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's going to be so hard because in that Sue's mind, she's her friend and they're just besties. And it's going to be, I don't see a way, to be quite honest.
I wonder if she's just putting this on her or she's like this with everybody in the office. Because she didn't say that in the story.
That's a very good question.
But regardless, like,
but either way, it's wrong.
Like,
you know?
I mean, coming to her regardless is wrong. I mean, what she tells her coworkers, like, you can't really tell her to keep it professional if other people are sharing.
No, but what I'm saying is that even if Sue is sharing this with like her and other coworkers,
mm-hmm.
that just like either way, Sue is in the wrong. You know what I mean? Like
reel it in, Sue.
Yeah, like, girl, go get yourself some friends. Go get yourself a therapist. Journal. I don't know. Talk to the wall. Talk to your neighbors. Like, I don't know who you need to talk about personal items with, but at work is definitely not the place because you're opening a door for people to have opinions about your personal life.
Absolutely.
Right? But the fact that she feels it's an okay topic to speak about with your boss, like, I'm sorry, like, my boss and I get along well, my current boss, but she don't need to know where I live, what I do, nothing else. Like, everything work related, we get along great, but that's it. Like, she doesn't need to know
about your root canal. She doesn't know about your family disputes.
No. No, we're good.
And in regards to the work stuff,
yeah,
she needs to let her know, like, I'm driving. You've got the documentation. I gotta go.
Yeah.
She can't sit there and coddle her.
Exactly.
When she's taking care of people, especially if she's transporting people. Is that what it? Am I wrong? Did she say that?
I thought she was on the road and she said that she helps people during difficult times.
So she's like, the role's client facing and she's helping people go through emotionally intense life events. Like, she can't be coddling her.
Yeah.
When that's not part of the job.
Right.
But boundaries need to be set.
100%. But do I think that she'll be able to successfully put up boundaries and her flourish in the role? No.
Oh, you think this person's far past?
Yeah, I think it's far past it. The minute that she starts telling you, I have anxiety attacks when you're not in the office, I'm sorry, ma'am. You gotta go. We are not that close.
You're gonna fire her for that?
Huh?
You're gonna fire her for that?
Not for that, but just for performance. Because at this point,
you're creeping me out. You gotta go.
You're creeping me out. You gotta go. No, ma'am. Goodbye. No, I don't think, because I don't think she's gonna take boundaries well. She's getting anxiety attacks from her not being there, let alone when she's telling her, I can't talk to you. This bitch is going to blow a fuse. So,
I I know. I wonder how she's gonna take that. But you guys, let us know. Have you dealt with a Sue in your life?
Yeah.
How did you like put boundaries with that person?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm curious.
Were you able to? Did they take it well, or did it forever change
Mm-hmm.
the dynamic?
Yep. So
The
if you
relationship.
want to let us know in the chat, feel free to put it in there. If you want to call, manage guests. Roland.
And I just happened to look Roland's.
Roland, we are the fucking worst at
Oh,
managing guests. So I am so sorry.
Hey, Roland.
good morning. I'm supposed to be asleep right now.
I
I'm still
know you
supposed to be asleep
are.
for another hour.
TMZ is letting you sleep on the job.
Oh my. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, all that good stuff. All right, let's get to this. Let's get to Crazy Sue. Hold on. All right, first, the boss is crazy in her own right. The boss doesn't know how to manage, first of all,
Yep.
because yes, boundaries should have been laid first and foremost. I don't care about your root canal. And if I give you the paperwork telling you how to work through a complicated workflow, follow the follow the paperwork. I'm driving.
Yep.
Follow the paperwork. Get to it. Do what you got to do. Do your job. This is what you were hired to do, right?
Yep.
Okay. But you can't. You spend 5 minutes explaining that, and another 30 minutes talking her off the ledge. No, I'm not your therapist. I'm not your hamster. I'm not your mama. No, 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 and no. No. One time, maybe. Twice, hell no. Three times, oh, hell to the hell no.
I know. I'm like
He
Sue.
said, "Bitch, get the fuck out of here with that
Sue,
bullshit."
let's look at our benefits
Exactly.
that we have
It's,
with this
it's like,
company, and let's try to get you into getting some
Help.
assistance
Yeah.
with this anxiety. Somebody that can help you manage it better than me, who's an unqualified person.
Yeah.
because in a minute it's gonna turn into bitch. Please get a life. You know?
Absolutely.
I would be like, Sue, get over here so I can just pull that fucking tooth out of your mouth. Like, I'm tired of
Okay.
your fucking dental issues and your financial issues. Like, I mean, we're all trying to make it, Sue. We are all out here just trying to fucking hold
You
on to those
know,
You're like,
coins.
Sue, in this fucking, the state of this world and this economy and everything, we all fucking struggling, okay?
bitch, we all struggling. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but hold on,
No.
bitch, we all struggling. So you telling me about your root canal or your cramps or your big toe stub? I don't care. I don't care. All I care is, can you do the job I hired you to do?
Absolutely.
And can you do it without me holding your fucking hand? Can you do it? Please.
So,
Can you do it now?
so what should she do with those texts that are coming in, though? Should she just ignore them?
Okay.
If they're
Ignore
not
them.
work related, you ignore
Ignore
them.
them. Ignore them. Leave her on red. Only answer the ones that actually have a work related, and I don't care if she sprinkles a work something in there.
Uh huh.
No, if it's a work related text, one whole text that's nothing but work. Okay, customer so and so wanted to know about XYZ. Boom. Okay, you answer that. But oh well, I was talking to customer so and so, but he sent me into a deep depression. And oh, bitch, please, miss me.
Roland said, keep those
I
red
mean, for
receipts on
real,
so she knows you
seriously.
read it and aired it.
I mean, seriously, miss me with that bullshit. We all go through this shit. Come on, do your job and get the fuck out my face, please.
Oh my god,
I
we,
love
we
it.
now have Miss Me shirts coming to the I Hate It Here Etsy store.
Story? Miss me with the bullshit.
Exactly. Look, there's a song that goes with it. You want to hear it? Here it goes. Miss me with your bullshit. You're talking out of line. You're talking out of place. Miss me with your bullshit. Okay, I'm back.
Love it.
But you're absolutely right, Roland. I'd be like, Sue, get your fucking life together outside of my assistance.
I'd be like, Sue, if I can hold it fucking together, so can you. Figure it out.
Like, we
You
are
know,
all hanging by a fucking thread, Sue. We are all hanging on by a thread.
here's my thing. You held it together for the interview. Hold it together to do the damn job and get the paycheck. You know?
Absolutely. I need the bitch that I interviewed back. I need that girl.
Exactly. I need her. I need that bitch. Give me that bitch. Not this bitch, that bitch. I need that bitch.
I like it.
Look,
Yes.
I've missed y'all. I really missed y'all.
Oh,
Aww.
we've missed you, Roland.
I know, and unfortunately, my job, a lot of my coworkers are Pacific Coast.
Yeah.
So when Roland shows on is a lot of like during my meetings now.
Yeah.
So I can't pop in as often as I used to when I was during the amp days because all my meetings fell in the morning then.
Mm-hmm.
But Roland, in case nobody knows, which I'm sure we do, like everybody in here knows, but just let everybody know what time your show goes on and how to catch you.
You can normally catch me Monday through Friday, 12:20 p.m. Pacific, which is 3:20 Eastern, 2:20 Central, 1:20 Mountain
That one doesn't exist. There's no such thing as mountain time.
Time. Exactly. But normally you can normally catch me on Station Head. There are some days without throughout the week that I might end up, if work gets too bad, I might end up not saying fuck that show and just not do a show. But normally you will always have a show on Tuesday, on Thursday, and on Friday.
Great.
Awesome.
Roland, well, we love you calling in. You always crack us the fuck up with your opinions.
Yes.
And we love these wild opinions.
And I love y'all. I miss y'all. I do.
Aw, thank you, Roland. Miss you too.
I'm glad y'all are back on doing this, so I can just listen to y'all while I go to sleep, or try to go to sleep, or
But then
pretend to go. I can pretend to go to sleep.
but then we get you all riled up, and then
know.
you lose your sleep.
That's okay. Fuck that sleep. It'll be alright.
Oh, Roland. Well, thank you for calling in. We love you, and we hope that you are able to rest.
Yes.
I will talk to y'all later. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Roland.
Bye.
TMZ always making Roland work. Roland
Yeah,
does
yeah.
not work for TMZ.
For anybody, yeah, for everybody.
For
out there.
anybody who's listening, I'm sorry. I just pretend that he works for TMZ.
For TMZ.
Is the job that I gave him because he's always with these weird hours. So I think he's like out there stalking celebrities in LA. But anyhow, you guys, let us know in the chat what you think.
Yes. Or if you want to call in and give your
Yes.
opinion like Roland, please do so.
So we're gonna jump into a song and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. Marissa,
Yes.
what did everybody in the chat have to say?
So going into the chat, Flug says, it's hard to say what to do. I play therapist to some of my employees on a regular basis.
Oh.
I could never, Flug.
Flug's a better person than I am.
100%.
I couldn't.
I'd be like, listen, I got demons, you got demons, we all got to deal with them. Figure it out. But Helen says, those kind of people, you tilt your head up to say what's up, and she thinks it's an in for spilling all truths. That is true, though. There's people that just, like, have zero boundaries and zero, like, can't read a room and just will throw shit out there. So, the girl who snores at work is a Sue, says Helen.
Oh yeah, Helen has a coworker that like always falls asleep during work and like snores very loudly.
Oh no! All right, and then Felix says it's because I'm an empath and a chismoso. I'm a chismosa too, but not at the no.
I mean,
I want to see it from afar.
You know what? If I wasn't the boss,
I'd be all over that shit.
Yeah, but as like somebody reporting to me coming in with those type of issues, I'm like, fuck no. No. I don't have time for that. But as a fucking fellow coworker, I'm like,
tell me more.
What happened to you now this week, Sue? Like, what is going on? Give me the scoop.
You're like, Sue, we're here for 8 hours. Kill 2. Let's go. Talk to me, girl. Roland says boundaries have to be set. Sal says tell him to keep it professional and have that uneasy conversation. Which Roland says I'm all for uncomfortable conversation. That's true. It's an uncomfortable conversation to have to put up a boundary with someone. But if that is your direct report, then you definitely do, because once they start seeing you more as a friend than as their boss or their leader, it's just downhill from there.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, with that said,
we've got a quick "Am I the asshole?" story that we can do. Because I'm curious to hear everybody's take on this one.
Yes.
Okay. So it's my wife and I have been married for 12 years and have 3 kids. We live reasonably close to family on both our sides. Our house isn't huge by any means, but it's big enough for our family. However, no one else on my wife's side of the family lives in a house. Her siblings and all the others rent homes with roommates or live in apartments. Her parents downsized into a smaller townhome about 5 years ago. As a result, anytime her family wants to get together for a holiday or a special occasion, we are the ones who end up hosting. It's not even a discussion with her family anymore. Everyone just assumes that we're going to be the ones who host.
Okay.
We at least rotate major holidays between my family and hers, but my siblings and my siblings and my parents can also host gatherings, so hosting duties are spread out amongst all of us. But every Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, Easter, etc., that we spend with her family, we host. And her family are not the best guests. They will bring food if we ask, but anytime there's cleanup or other help, they are nowhere to be found. I have expressed my dislike of this arrangement to my wife numerous times. She has insisted that I not say anything to her family about it and let her handle it. However, nothing has ever changed.
Okay.
We hosted Christmas for her family this year and it sucked. People showed up late, forgot the food they were supposed to bring. No one helped with the cleaning. People let their kids make messes, etc. Same old story as every other time. After that, I told my wife I was done. I told her I don't want to host her family until someone else in her family steps up and hosts something, or we book some other venue and we all chip in to pay for it. She promised to talk to her family about it and figure something out for the next holiday. Okay, so this was just Christmas.
Thanksgiving or Christmas?
For Christmas.
Okay, so Thanksgiving, that happened.
No, this happened Christmas.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought it was Thanksgiving. Okay.
No, so for this Christmas, they hosted, it was a fucking nightmare.
Okay.
We hated it. So anyhow, for Easter, which just passed, we were supposed to have it be just our family. No extended family. Okay. So just him, the wife, and the 3 kids, right?
Okay.
But a couple weeks ago, my wife met up with her mom and sister for lunch. When she got home, she informed me that she talked to them about how hard hosting Christmas was. She said her mom and sister agreed that they would do better and offered to prove it to us on Easter, and my wife agreed. We got into a huge fight over it. I told my wife that she's on her own for this one. I told her that I would be spending the entirety of Easter weekend with my family, and I'll take any kids with me that want to come. But I'm not going to be helping with any of the hosting duties whatsoever. She thinks I'm overreacting and that I need to give her family this final chance because her mom and sister seemed really sincere during the talk. I told her that I don't care what they say, I'm not going to be involved at all because I don't want to be able to hold my tongue this time. I won't be able to hold my tongue this time, and I don't want it to come to that. She's not happy with me at all, but I really don't care. To top it off, all 3 of our kids want to come spend the weekend with me instead of staying home. Is he the asshole?
No.
Fuck no, he's not the asshole.
No.
The wife is the asshole for going back on the word. They said Easter was just supposed to be for them.
Absolutely.
At that lunch, when her family, quote unquote, like said that they were going to
no, I'm
help,
sorry.
I would have been like, thank you. I will take that into consideration next holiday. But this holiday, let me talk it over to with
let me talk it over with husband
and then next holiday we will host, but we need this Easter off.
Absolutely. No, he's not the asshole. I think it's bullshit, and I'm sorry, but if we come to an agreement and you go back on your word,
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's not about the space. I get it. Being in a place that has a house and has more space and has
Mm-hmm.
more square footage, it's more comfortable. Blah blah blah. That's fine. But other people can chip in and host and do other things. Like I think that it's the fact that it's an automatic default and there's no request. There's no, hey, let's do this. And the fact that the wife is like, oh, but they seem so sincere. I'm sorry, but I haven't received an apology. I haven't had that conversation.
You see, I reading the story. For me, I don't think for him it's so much of them like hosting and using their space. It's more the aggravation that people aren't holding up their end of the deal, like bringing food. They're not helping with
Absolutely.
like the cleanup. They're
Yeah.
letting their kids run amok. Like they're
Mhm.
treating their home like garbage. Just because I'm offering my space doesn't mean that you need to take advantage or treat it terribly. I'm totally 100% with him on that.
No, I 100% agree. What I'm saying is that it's the fact that they have a house by default, they're going to host.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's going to be times where they don't want to host, and that
Mhm.
doesn't mean the holiday doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
go do a brunch somewhere.
Go to a brunch somewhere, parks, whatever. There's like so many other
Mhm.
different avenues. If the group is that large that you really can't fit them into other
Yeah.
spaces. But I mean, me coming from a Latina household where like you slept on the floor, you slept like like you made with what you had,
Mhm.
and you invited everyone, and if everybody showed up, you brought chairs from I don't know where, like
Yeah.
everybody kind of collaborated. So I think the fact that it's just a default, it's on them.
Mhm.
That right there is a big red flag because there should be a conversation had. Hey, since you guys have the space, are we okay to host? Are you guys okay to host here? And then how can we help?
Absolutely.
But it's the default of like, oh, well, it's at their house and it's at their house and everybody makes plans. And then on top of that, they treat it like it's a venue. And like
Mhm.
they can have their, just someone else is going to do the work for them. Absolutely
They
not.
get to go, they get to party, they get to
And then leave.
Yeah, and then also like how do you forget to bring food? Like that's fucking a garbage excuse. These people are fucking assholes. You don't just forget to bring a dish or like whatever you were assigned to bring. Like that's stupid. If you can't fucking cook, then bring sodas or
Bring
a dessert.
something
Like,
else. Yeah.
Bring the fucking napkins.
Something.
But help out while you're there with the cleanup and the setup and the breakdown.
Absolutely.
People, I'm sorry,
Garbage. Definitely not the asshole.
no.
Not the asshole in our eyes. But let us know in the chat. What do you all think?
Yeah, give us your opinion, and we'll be right back.
All right.
All right, guys, we are back, and I don't think anybody disagreed with us on this, Marissa, or
No.
disagreed with the person who wrote in.
No, it looks like everybody agreed. Not the asshole. Sal says, not the wife gaslighting you for having communicated boundaries. Which, 100%.
Perfectly worded.
Yes. Roland agrees, says, nope, she's the asshole. Katie says, nah, wife is a pushover. Which 100%. Medusa says, ugh, the worst. That's why my mom stopped hosting. Everyone skips out when it comes time to clean. He made the right decision. Peace out. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Roland says she bulldozed him and his feelings and said, my family is more important than what you feel.
That's 100%.
Yep.
And that's where I would be frustrated. Like, as a married couple, we are a team. We come first.
Absolutely.
Like, us and our family, we are the priority, not the extended family. And she fucking broke that. She broke that trust. She broke that, like, pact. And I'm not down for that.
No, she prioritized her mom, her side of the, her extended family, and that's hard to get over.
That is.
Because even though you might, it's gonna come back.
It absolutely
every
is.
time. So, yeah, agree. Roland says, I've bounced out so many times. If you want to host, I'll holla. Which I love that. But yeah, no, definitely nobody disagreed. Definitely not the asshole. The wife's an asshole. And her extended family is an asshole.
Fuck yeah, they are. So that's it, guys. That's the end of the show. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. We always appreciate it. Like I mentioned at the top of the show, next Tuesday, Marissa and I are celebrating the 2-year anniversary of I Hate It Here.
Yes.
We have been on the air for 2 years, which is fucking wild. Wild that we have this platform to spat off our crazy nonsense and
but
just the shit that we do on air is wild. Shit that comes out of our mouth is wild. And the fact that you guys tune in.
I was going to say, the fact that people hang on with us and spiral with us and go down these spirals, y'all are the real MVPs.
Yeah, so we are planning on doing a fun show.
Yes.
Next Tuesday, we'll reminisce, we'll play games, we'll take callers. I don't care.
Yes.
I mean, who knows what's gonna fucking happen next
You
week?
never know.
You
in
never
a hot
know.
mix express. So.
We're hitting our terrible twos.
Yes. So y'all thought it was bad before? Just wait. No, just kidding.
And then the following Thursday on the 11th, we will have Fluggy joining us for Songs We Hate.
I'm so excited.
And he's a go-getter and on top of his shit because he's already sent me his songs.
Look at him go.
I know. You and I will end up putting our songs the day of the show. So, staying on brand. But you guys, thank you so much, Marissa. How can they reach us?
Yes. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you want to reach us because you want to collaborate, you want to do Songs We Hate, or anything else, Morning After, anything else, please reach out to us. You can always reach out to us and slide into our DMs on our Instagram account. And for I Hate It Here, it is
IHIHWHS.
And if you have any topics that you'd like to bring up for the Morning After, or collaborate or come on air, co-host with us, that handle to DM us is
on our link tree.
On our link tree. I love that.
Like we've got our Gmail on there. We've got all the socials on there. So click in the bio. Link tree's there. I totally blacked out.
That's okay.
Because was I supposed to give the Gmail address or was I supposed
TMA.
Oh, fuck. I fucked that up. Yeah.
It's in the link tree. It's in the link tree, guys. Definitely let us know if you want to share your stories and you want to use us to narrate them for you. Definitely let us know. We're here, and we'll catch you here next Thursday.
Yep. We'll be back Thursday with more stupid stories and foul mouths. So, and we'll catch you on your shows.
Yes. All right. We'll leave you with this last song, and we catch you next time. Thanks, everyone.